I did not move to UK first. I went to Mauritius.
Okay.
I went to buy vegetables.
Yeah.
Grocery. I went there and I asked how much. And he said something in Creole. And I was like, sorry, English? And then the price suddenly increased. And I'm like, oh, is that the case?
Hello, everybody. And it's good to be back again.
And it's a pleasure being here. I think that life in India was pretty comfortable, and maybe that was the reason I decided to leave.
So you're kind of person that you see a building that is catching fire, and rather than you running away, you run into the fire.
Exactly.
Okay.
See, in India, we go big on living life on parents' money. See, that's who we are. I have no shame in that. You need to learn to lose. The only way you can lose is when you're trying.
I'm going to have to go back and think and re-listen to this episode after.
Subscribe, like, and
comment.
Everything you can do with the YouTube video that you're going to get. Just go ahead with it.
Hello, everybody, and it's good to be back again. We took a bit of a season break, but we are back. We are back. Did you miss us? If you didn't miss us, I don't know what you were doing with your time if you didn't miss us. But we are back now, bigger, better, and bolder. And today I have somebody really, really special. You already know I'm in the business of bringing special people, and he's hailing all the way from India. He's going to share his journey as an international student and the recent, or I call it breakthrough that he had recently. So I'm going to take you to meet him. Hello.
Hi, I'm Mo. Hi, everybody.
Hello. I didn't even tell them that my name is Mo, but they should know by now.
Of course, they should absolutely know by now.
If you don't know, it's a crime.
Yeah, it's been a while now.
It's been a while.
They should know.
They should know. They should know.
That's the name.
How are you, though?
I'm doing absolutely great, and it's a pleasure being here.
Thank you.
And I'd like to say this before we start.
Come on.
You guys are doing an absolutely great job.
Thank you so
providing
much.
International immigrants who are coming here, living their lives, trying to fulfill their dreams or any goal that they have. And you are providing them a platform to talk about their journey.
Thank you.
I think it's more than just noble. And kudos to you guys. Cheers to this podcast.
We're crying.
And guys, absolutely go for it. Subscribe, like, and
comment.
Everything you can do with the YouTube video that you're going to get. Just go ahead with it.
Thank you so much. And also, thank you for coming, because he had to actually travel all the way down from Lancaster to be here. And that's like an hour journey. So thank you as well for coming. Thank you so much. We really, really, really appreciate it. And also shout out to Lancaster University. We're in the business of bringing a lot of Lancaster alumni here, which is really good as well. Thank you. So come on, tell us, your name, where you're from, how long you've been in the UK, just to get to know you.
Hi everybody, my name is Aman and I come from India. And I'll just boil it down to India. I'm not going to state where I'm from or anything, because I'm a proud Indian and that's all that matters. And I've been in the UK since September last year.
Okay.
I came to Lancaster University for a master's degree in finance.
Okay.
And it's been a great journey. And a lot of learnings, a lot of, breakdowns and everything as an international student. You know how it is.
We know. But,
Exactly.
Some people might not understand, how life can be as an international student.
That's what we're going to tell them now.
That's what we want to tell them now. Somebody might be, because by the period whereby a lot of international students would just be coming to the UK or probably coming to a different country, moved, then that phase right now where, how is life going to be like for me in the next 1 year? And your journey is going to just give them some insight into how life can be as an international student. So So the first thing before we go into all this is I wanted you to take us on a journey of what you were doing in India, and how life in India was, and then you would take us on that journey, and then how you came to the UK, all that. I want to hear everything about Aman.
Yeah. So for everybody watching this video, you gotta watch it before you come to UK. That's what this video is gonna be about. Me and Mo, we're gonna help you with a roadmap of everything that's gonna happen.
Love it.
And that's what it's gonna be about.
The ups and downs, the roller coasters of everything.
Downs, a bit of ups, everything is gonna be in there. And so back in India, I was working in India in a Big Four company.
Okay.
As a compliance analyst.
Okay.
In the risk department, and then 1 year I worked there, and post 1 year, life in India was very comfortable. Just let's put it that way, because I've lived in Gurgaon. It's a pretty developed city.
Okay.
So as I mentioned before as well, I am not amazed by watching the tall concrete buildings. It's the same in India. It's the same in Gurgaon.
Yeah.
So it's nothing different. And I think that life in India was pretty comfortable, and maybe that was the reason I decided to leave. Because I am somebody, as a person who looks for challenges. I'll run into a challenge. That's who I am.
So you're kind of person that you see a building that is catching fire, and rather than you running away, you run into the fire.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because it was just too comfortable. I was going to the office at 9. I'll be back by 7 or 6 maximum. And then what? It's good. Everything is fine. But then there was no growth. You know. And when I say growth, I don't mean in terms of the corporate language. But when I say growth, I mean in a personal language. You know, growth as a person for me, the things I need to inculcate to become a better person.
Yeah.
So all those things, I felt it's just too comfortable. I have a car, I have a house. I'm not paying any of the bills because my parents are. Because see, in India, we go big on living life on parents' money. See, that's who we are. I have no shame in that. It's not like in the UK that you leave after 18 and you're on your own.
Yeah, no.
Unless you get married, you're in home. So,
you know what? I want to just pause you on that. Right now, I'm currently watching Big Bang Theory again. And there's this guy in Big Bang Theory. It's called Kuchipalli.
Yeah.
He's from India.
Yeah.
And then Kuchipalli was a physicist. You know, I know was an astrophysicist. And he was from India. And even as the fact that he was an astrophysicist living in the US, he was still spending his parents' money.
Exactly.
In India.
See? I'm still living on my parents' dime. There's no shame. It's all right. Trust me, it's all right. So life in India was very comfortable.
Yeah.
And that was the decision that I had to make to get into a new challenge. And that is when I decided to move to a different country.
Okay.
And here's a bit change. I did not move to UK first. I went to Mauritius.
Okay, interesting.
Absolutely beautiful country.
And why did you choose Mauritius?
Yeah, so I went there for work. I was working in KPMG India, and then I moved to KPMG Mauritius. And I switched profile from compliance to audit associate because I love talking. I love to interact with people, and I wanted something more client-faced.
Okay.
So that was the reason I moved to audit, and I was there for 1 year.
And how did you find that time in Mauritius?
Amazing.
Ooh.
Amazing. It's a beautiful country. Who has not been there, you should go there. Who's been there, you should go again.
I haven't been. Maybe I need to go.
You have to.
Really?
You have to. Mauritius is probably, I won't call it a hidden gem, but it is kind of a hidden gem. People have not been there a lot. But it's an amazing country. People are absolutely great, very welcoming in nature. Although the language they speak is kind of a broken version of French, I'll say Creole.
Okay.
That's the language they speak there, and it's a broken version of French. It's like a mix of French and probably some Bhojpuri language from India. But because a lot of Indians live there.
Okay.
So back in the days when India was a colony by the Britishers, a lot of Indians migrated to Mauritius.
Oh,
so that's why a lot of people who come from the Indian roots have lived there.
Oh.
So the culture is more or less same.
Okay.
The religions there, like I'm a Hindu and there are Hindu people there as well.
So it's very easy to integrate.
It's very easy to integrate. The only challenge you'll face probably is the language, but I don't think they do speak Hindi as well.
Okay.
So it was not that difficult.
And did you learn the language by any chance?
I did a bit.
Okay, you picked up on it.
Because I'll tell you a scene that happened with me. I went to buy vegetables.
Yeah.
Grocery. I went there and I asked how much, and he said something in Creole, and I was like, sorry, English. And then the price suddenly increased. And I'm like, oh, is that the case? Is that the case? So I need to learn the language now. Because the price, the vegetable that you are buying for 50 rupees or $50, 50 cents, whatever, I'm buying it for 70. So I need to learn the language. So that's what motivated me.
Yes, I can't get ripped off.
Exactly. You're not going to rip me off. Money is the motivator. At the end of the day, I'm a finance guy. Money is the motivator, guys. For whatever you need.
Money makes life better, doesn't it?
So I did learn a few phrases here and there, just to understand what people are saying.
Just so they don't rip you off.
Exactly.
Got it.
So life in Mauritius was very good. I made some really, really good friends, and it was pretty good there. And then again, I am somebody who, keeps looking for challenges. 1 year down the line, I felt that, I need a change.
You need another
I need
change.
to move somewhere else now. So,
I need to jump inside another building.
exactly.
Okay.
So I decided, and this is when UK as an economy, or, for international people, it became a bit difficult than it was back in the day.
Okay.
That is when I decided to jump into the country, when it started getting difficult for international students to get a job. When I applied to universities, people kept telling me, don't do it. Don't do it. It's not a good decision. But the more you tell me not to do it,
The more you want to do it.
exactly.
Oh my God.
That's exactly what happened. Everybody was telling me, even a few of the close friends that I had who have had experiences in the UK, they told me that it's really bad out there. The job market's not good. And it's getting pretty difficult for internationals to find a job. And I was like, okay, let me try it firsthand. And that's when I applied for Lancaster University. I applied to a few more universities as well.
Yeah.
But I think that it was God's destiny that I had to come here. And I came to Lancaster. I started my finance degree here.
Yeah.
And it has been a journey.
So, now, because how we met you, you told us, so you've gotten a job now.
Yeah.
Before you came, a lot of people had told you that it's going to be difficult.
Yeah.
There's no job. The international students is a hell. Here, it's hard getting a job. But you found a job.
Yeah.
Even before you graduated, you found a job.
Yeah.
How?
So, see, I think that if we try to boil it down, I think that being well informed is something that is very important. Way before I came to UK, I knew about the job market in depth, and that was by talking to people on LinkedIn, then networking as much as I could while being in Mauritius. I was not even in India at that time. I was in Mauritius, and I was trying to reach out to people, talk to people, understand their experiences. I reached out to a lot of alumni of Lancaster University as well, who had a job.
Yeah, okay.
So I think we all are familiar. There's a job tracker out there for finance jobs.
Okay.
I had that job tracker in June before starting the course only. And that was because I talked to somebody. See, you won't get the answers from the first person you talk to.
100%.
You need to talk to at least 50 people, and then probably you will find one. But I think that talking to those 50 people gives you an understanding of the market, understanding of everybody's experience. Talking to the person who did not get a job and talking to a person who did get a job, you need to talk to both of them. It can't be just one side of the story. So I think that that was one thing. And then one thing I've learned from my father and a very close friend who's a chartered accountant now is that you need to separate your emotions from your actions. We come to a different country. It's a cultural shock.
Yeah, 100%.
Things are very different here from India. So it's very different. And you feel a lot of things. You wake up, everything's grey. You wake up, the sky is grey. You don't know how to feel. It's not like that in India, trust me.
Yeah.
It's not like that.
Yeah.
See, we have extreme weather in Delhi, yes. But when it's cold, it's cold. And when it's hot, it's hot. Super hot.
It's hot. It's not grey. It's not grey. There's not black or white.
Gray.
There's no grey.
Exactly. It's binary. It's either 0 or 1. So we're not used to this.
Yeah.
And then a lot of different things as well. The practices here are different from India. The lifestyle is different, everything. So you have to feel a lot of things. We are not robots. We are not AI.
Yeah.
We will feel a lot of things. But at the same time, you need to wire your brain in a way that your emotions should not be driving your actions. If you decided that you have to apply for 4 jobs today, no matter what happens, you have to do that, irrespective of what you're feeling, what happened, somebody called you, somebody didn't call you, somebody went out to a pub and did not invite you, somebody did invite you and you had to go, whatever it is. If you decided something, you need to act on it. And that is something that I implemented all these 10 months of being here. And I think that's helped me a lot.
I think I'm going to take that even as by myself. I'm going to take that as well. Like separating your emotions from your actions is very profound. Yeah. Very, very profound, because it got me back to when you said that, I thought about it. I read one book as well, and that was when I wanted to start podcasting. was about how to influence people through public speaking.
Yeah.
And one of the quotes in that book is, use your emotions. Don't think with your emotions. Use your emotions to think, or something like that. And when you said that statement at first, it reminded me back to that thing I took from that book, that it's very, very important as human beings. It's so, like, imagine going out now, somebody frustrates you.
Yeah.
You get a headache, you get a migraine, so many things happen to you all at once. I'm like, I'm not applying for this job. I'm tired today. I'll do it tomorrow.
Exactly.
And then you keep procrastinating, and you just never get anything done.
Exactly.
And then you ask, why me?
Exactly. I am a strong believer of never complaining about why me. Because I remember, so my life has been a roller coaster. I was a footballer back in the day. Then I decided to join the army. And I gave the service selection board interview for 4 times, and I got conferenced out in India 4 times. And so yeah, it has been ups and downs. I am a corporate employee now. Been a corporate employee for like 2 years now, but that was not the end goal for me when I was 16. So every time I faced a failure, it's not like I learned everything back in the day. I also used to complain, why me? And I remember I had a mentor. She was my teacher, and I was talking to her over a phone call, and I said, why me? Why is this happening to me? I'm working so hard, I'm putting in the work, and why is it happening to me? And that's when I think I was 17 at that time, and she told me that if I want you to remove one thing from your life, is this attitude of complaining, why me? You need to say, yes, me. You need to change it. I'm a strong believer of using the correct words when you talk to yourself. You can't be talking negative to yourself, because that really impacts the room you're sitting in and the energy you have. And you just can't do it. 100%. Because if you do that, then the whole thing that you planned is not going to work.
Let's even take it in a different approach. If it's not why you, so it should... You're saying, why me? So it shouldn't be why somebody else. So are you wishing whatever? Let's say, for instance, something bad is happening to you and say, why me? So do you want...
who do you want it to be? Exactly.
Do you want it to be somebody else?
Rather, you should... I won't call it ego, but you need to have a hint of narcissism in yourself. And when you say, why me? Instead, you should say, try me. See, a bit of narcissism is all right. Trust me. It works. It works, guys. I'm telling you, it works.
Try me.
Exactly.
Yes, me.
Try me. Any challenge that you have, try me. I'll do it for you. And I think that has helped me a lot, because and it's about making tough decisions. See, what you want now or what you want out of your life are 2 different things. Right now, the weather is good. I'll just go out, grab a pint. Yes, I love that.
Yeah.
But that's not my long-term fitness goal.
Yeah.
So I should not be doing that.
Yeah.
You need to make a decision between what you want now and what you want in a longer run. New Year's last year was probably one of the loneliest time I've had in my life.
That's your first New Year in the UK.
Yeah, first New Year in the UK, and we had friends. I had friends, but it's not the same.
Yeah, definitely.
There are friends I've spent 15 years with, and there's somebody I met like 6 months ago. Of course, it's going to be different. And there were people who went on Europe tours and everything. Yeah. See, it's not like I can't do it. I just chose not to do it because I had something bigger in my sight. You need to sacrifice one thing to get the another.
100%.
If you're talking about me getting a job before even finishing the university, it's because I made those sacrifices. And that's my advice to anybody who's coming to the UK. Be prepared to make sacrifices. Without that, it's not possible. The market is really bad. I'm not trying to demotivate anybody who's coming.
Yeah.
It's an absolutely great country. It's a very good economy. Pounds is the 5th strongest currency in the world. Pounds is the oldest currency that is still being in use.
Yeah.
So the country is absolutely great.
And don't forget, it's a currency that has a first and a last name. Pound sterling.
Exactly. First and a last name. Yes.
First and last name.
So yeah, I think that you should be ready to make sacrifices. That's all it is about.
I think that's what makes the difference, because sometimes we want the results, but we are not ready to take, we're not prepared for the sacrifices that comes with that result.
So it was like a 5-a-side game I used to play with them.
Okay.
And slowly I found out that I was probably a bit better than other people around me.
Okay.
And that's when I started taking it seriously. And I went to my school coach. I talked to him and I was like, I want to give a trial. And he was like, what age criteria do you want to give trial? Because we were like under 13, under 15, under 17, under 19.
Yeah.
So I was 11 at that time and I said under 15. And he was like, no. I'm like, let me try. I tried and I got in.
Okay.
It was a surprise for me as well. But again, I said a hint of narcissism sometimes works for
100%. Try me.
Exactly. Try me. So I'm like, yo, let me give it a try. Let me give it a shot.
Yeah.
So I got in the team. I started playing there and I've played till the national levels in India.
Okay.
So in India, the structure goes like, so the district level, it's basically a big district and you're trying to play inside the district, different teams.
Okay.
Once you cross that, it's a state level where all the districts, a state comprises of multiple districts. So all the districts compete.
Yeah.
So I'm from Gurgaon. So Gurgaon is a district. And then there are multiple other districts in Haryana.
Okay.
So we are competing inside Haryana, a state in the country.
Okay.
And then post that, it becomes national level, which is basically me representing Haryana in the whole country. And then after that, it's international, which is
Okay.
playing for India, which I could not do, of course.
Why? Maybe right now we'll be talking to,
See, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I'll be very honest. It's not just the fact that I got injured. I got injured in 2018, and that's when
Okay.
I stopped playing. But I think that there were many better players than me, and I need to be big enough to accept that. There were many better players. There are many better players. My friends, very close friends, who are still in the game, who are still playing professionally. And big shout out to all the boys. You know who I'm talking about. And I'm sure they're going to reach great heights. But yeah, so there were many better players than me.
Yeah.
And I think the system in India for football is a bit corrupt. I am trying not to, shame my country or anything. I'm a proud Indian. I love my country. But you need to call out when something's wrong.
Yeah.
Okay? So the thing is that the system's not too fair. The system's a bit rigged. And that creates hindrances which an athlete does not need.
Yes.
See, there are hindrances as an athlete. That can be your technique, that can be your discipline, that can be the amount of hard work you're trying to put in.
Yeah.
These are the hurdles you have to cross as an athlete. But then there are some hurdles created by the agencies or the society, which as an athlete you don't deserve. So football, I'll be frank, is not the priority of the government right now. Cricket is. If you're trying to be a cricketer, India is the place to be. You will be supported, you'll be paid well and everything. But in football, it's just not the priority right now. I look forward to our country playing on a bigger stage, playing in the World Cup and competing and everything. But it's just not the time right now.
I think sometimes it might not be not right now, but you just say 5 years from now, something will just happen and you just scale up.
See, again, I'm not trying to be pessimistic right now, but 5 years is just too soon. Trust me, it's a very long journey, and I know people who are working towards it. There's a founder and a coach that goes by the name Ranjit Bajaj. He's the founder of Minerva Academy. It's been in the country for a very long time. Started from Punjab. It's a adjacent state to Haryana. And he's trying to fight against the corruptions. He's trying to fight against the system and trying to make India proud in football. But trust me, it's a very long journey. It takes time to fight the system.
To find that balance.
Exactly.
What would you say is the match that you can, you've played football for quite a while. Like, what's that match that, you took with you that like, okay, I might have stopped football for now, but this match is going to stay with me forever?
So, there's already a podcast out there with a guest who was my captain at that time.
Okay.
And he mentioned me in the podcast.
Okay.
And
okay.
I was 19 at that time and I was very proud about it. I'm like, see, my name's there. So, yeah, so it was the national qualifiers for inter-school competition. And we were playing in a town called Faridabad. And we were in the semi-finals. And I think our squad was pretty balanced. And the score was 1-0 and we were down by 1 goal. And it was like the last minute or something. And I dribbled across like 6 players.
Okay.
I dribbled across the keeper and then I passed the ball back to the striker, but he fumbled the ball and he could not score. And we lost the semi-final and we could not get qualified. But I think that was one of the most important and one of the best performances I've had as a professional player.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just breathe football. I love football.
So why do you think that? Why did that particular one stay with you?
Because it's a memory. It's a bad memory, to be honest. It's like something that we could not do. But at the same time, when I look back at that match, it's more than just a match. It tells me a lot about life. Sometimes you do your best and you still don't get what you wanted. And that's okay. You need to accept the reality that that's okay. And you need to have faith in God that He has planned something better.
I have a question
Yeah.
on that match. And the question is, have you ever thought that maybe if I didn't pass the ball to this striker
Yeah.
and I've just held the ball by myself,
Yeah.
maybe it would have been a different story. Maybe we'll have won that match.
See, I am one of those people, so I'm blessed with this that I don't overthink. I
Fair
just
enough.
don't.
Fair enough.
I think that I have never, the question that you just asked,
Yeah.
it never came to my mind.
Really?
I'll be very honest. No, it did not. So,
Really?
yeah, if of course, if I held on to the ball, maybe the outcome would have been different.
Yeah.
Yes, maybe we would have won. Maybe we would have qualified for the nationals. It would have been another journey. But yes, okay, the journey after that, the journey after losing is also important. You need to learn to lose. Because the only way you can lose is when you're trying. And that's what I believe in. It's okay. We lost the match. That's all right.
That's good. Yeah.
Of course, this is not how I was feeling when I lost. I'm more mature now as a person. So this is the mature version.
This is the reflection version.
Exactly. So this is not how I was feeling at that time. Of course, I was ferocious. I was angry at the striker. And a lot of words were exchanged when we went onto the team bus and everything. But at the same time, I think that it's important to embrace everything that happens with you, good or bad. And you need to introspect and improve continuously.
100%
Irrespective of what you're doing. Introspection is the biggest tool you can have. You need to look at it as a tool. You need to sit down with yourself for a day, for 10 minutes every day, and just talk to yourself. Find out what you did wrong. Because the only person who can judge you is you. You need to find out what's going wrong with everything that you're doing. And you need to work on it with discipline. That's exactly what's needed, irrespective of what you're doing in life. You can be a footballer, you can be a finance guy, you can start a podcast of your own, anything. Absolutely anything. You need to sit with yourself for 10 minutes in a day, and then talk to yourself and find out what's going wrong. You write it down and you start working on it.
Oh, I'm going to do that. That's really deep. That's really deep insight. But as human beings, sometimes we don't like to be honest with ourselves. So until you find a way to be honest with yourself, you can never get better than where you are now.
Exactly.
Oh God, I'm going to have to go back and think and re-listen to this episode after. Okay, so out of all the careers you could have picked,
Yeah.
I'm not seeing the correlation between football and finance. They're like
Poles apart.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
You could have done like a business marketing. No. Maybe creative something. I don't know. Sports analytics. Something that will have still tied you with the sports world.
Yeah.
So why finance?
So again, I understand it's poles apart.
Yeah.
And even so, in India, the education system goes like this: that you start from first grade, you go to 10th, and after 10th, you decide a stream of subjects.
Okay.
So it can be science, it can be commerce, it can be arts.
Okay.
So I chose science. It's not even finance. It's not commerce. It's science. I did science. I did not do very well, but I chose science. And so finance was never in the plan. It was never in the books. But after my 12th, when I got injured, I decided to take admission into Delhi University.
Okay.
And I used my sports quota. So there's a separate division of seats that is given to athletes who have played to a certain level.
Oh, okay.
That's what I used to get into Delhi University.
Wow.
It's one of the most prestigious universities in the country.
Oh, okay.
And either you score like 95% and above, you get there, or you need to
Because
be
it's
exceptionally
sports.
good at something else, and that can be football.
Oh.
That was the key for me, and I got into. And it's funny how I chose bachelor's in commerce as a degree. I was sitting with one of my friend who used to play football with me, but he was very bright, and he had done commerce as a course from the most prestigious college in the country. That's called Sri Ram College of Commerce. So he was a graduate from there, and he did his MBA from IIM. That again, it's a top tier MBA school in India.
Okay.
So I was just sitting with him casually after an evening football, and I was talking to him, and I was like, "What's the best degree in Delhi University?" And he said, "Economic honors." And I was like, "Does it have a lot of maths?" And he said, "Yes." I'm like, "Is it calculus?" And he said, "Yes." I'm like, "No." "What's the second best degree in Delhi University?" And he said, "You can do bachelor's in commerce with honors in accounting and finance. That's good." I'm like, "Does it have maths?" He's like, "Yes." "Is it calculus?" I'm like, "No." I'm like, "All
Let's
right."
go. Love it.
Because I had sports quota and because I had science, I had the option of choosing everything. I could have done BSc in medicine or BSc in engineering or something like that, computer science, anything. But I also had the option of choosing anything from arts or commerce. So I chose bachelor's of commerce with honors in accounting and finance from there. And just like that, when I went into the class, when I started studying for university, I think that finance or accountancy just came very easy to me. I never anticipated it. I never had a pride of the fact that I'll understand everything very fast. No, I did not. When I got into the class, when I sat to study, that's when I realized, okay, this is something other than football that is coming very easy to me. And it's just I just went with the flow. That's the actual story. I'm being very raw here. This is not something I share with the interviews I give out there. For them, it's very structured and planned, and finances, love, and everything. But that's not the case. It all just came very easy to me. I love working in finance. I worked for 2 years in one of the biggest auditing companies in the world, and I just absolutely enjoy it. And it comes a bit easier to me than other people, and that's the only reason. Because I was never a studious student, I'll be very honest. I was never a studious student.
But it just came easy.
It just came easy. That's what it is. Because I was always in football. I had no time to sit in the class while I was in school. I'll share an incident with you. So there's a thing called parents-teacher meeting. Are you aware of this thing? Yeah?
Yes.
So parents-teacher meeting, class 11th. I had science with me. And so you have different sections in school. So A, B, C, D, E. So A, B, and C had science students in it. So I was in section C. My class teacher was a biology teacher. I did not have biology as a subject. I had physics, chemistry, and maths.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, she's not going to say anything because she does not even know me properly. And it's fine. So out of nowhere, my father said, you have your PTM tomorrow. Let's go. Parents-teacher meeting tomorrow. Let's go. I'm like, the last time you went was in 6th grade. Why do you want to go now? And he's like, I'm free. Let's go. Okay. I thought it's just going to be the biology teacher. She's going to say, okay, he's a nice student. He plays football and everything is good. And then my father will just walk off. But then on that Saturday, God had different plans. Trust me, God had different plans. The teacher, my class teacher fell sick. She was home. My physics teacher was in the class. And to your surprise, I went to the class and he was working. He's writing something. My dad came. I came. He looked up. He did like, okay, namaste. And then he started working again. He completely ignored us. And my dad was still standing there waiting for a feedback from me. And then he looked up again and he said, are you from this class? He just blatantly denied identifying me. And I'm like, yes, sir. You see the list? Third, Aman Pandey. It's me. Oh, yeah. You've never come to class? And I'm like, and my father's standing right next to me. And I'm like, okay, this is not going well. And then he was like, yeah, I've seen him on stages receiving awards for football. Yeah, I know you're a football player, but you've never come to class. And I'm like, sir. So, yeah, that was one incident. So, to do damage control while going back, I made my father meet my football coach.
Okay,
so
good.
that, some praises should be there. But
You did
while going to the school, it was like the driver, my dad, me. While coming back, it was my dad, I'm sitting behind. I can't risk sitting next to him. You know how Indian dads are. So no chance. So, yeah.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
I was never studious. It's just that finance really came easy to me.
And I think as well, like, hearing your story and I think what has stood out for me is that, you want to be the best. There's this conscious effort in you to always be the best. Even if when you felt like, you feel like it comes easy, yeah?
Yeah.
But I think unconsciously, you are somebody that always tries to be the best. Because the reason why I said that is because I've also learned to podcast, you learn to decipher, information. The reason why I said that is because you asked your friend when you wanted to start that what is the best course you can possibly do.
Yeah.
Even when you were clueless at that time, you were younger, but you're clueless, but you knew that deep down, if I'm going to do this, let's do this right.
Exactly.
Let's try me.
Absolutely.
Let's do this right.
I'll just modify it a bit. It's not that it's subconscious talking. It's a bit of narcissism, as I said. I want to be the best. Whatever I'm doing, I was playing football, I wanted to be the best on the field. If I went to the gym, my workouts were designed in a way to help me be better at the field. It was never to build muscles or anything. It was always to be better at the field. So whatever I'm doing, yes, I want to be the best. Or if I'm not the best, see, I am okay with being not the smartest person in the room. I'm completely okay with that. But I'm not okay with not being the hardest working person in the room.
Love it.
You can be smarter than me. That's okay. There are a lot of people, even right now, in my university, a lot of people are much more smarter than they're brilliant, exceptionally smart. Like, some people are just too smart for you. You just talk to them for 5 minutes and you'll be like, okay, he's just in a different league or she's just in a different league. There are people like that. And I'm completely okay with that. What I'm not okay with it is me not being the hardest working person. Okay, you understand a topic in 5 minutes or maybe 5 hours. It'll take me 50 hours. That's okay. I'll do it. I'll do it in 50 hours. But I'll make sure that I'm on the same level as you. Even if it takes more hard work from my own side. I'm okay with that.
That's going to take you really far.
I look forward to
That's
going
far. That's going to take you really far. And let's sum it up. What's your advice to anybody right now? Like in one word, what's your advice you're going to give somebody out there watching this episode?
So anybody who's coming to UK right now, I think be well informed. I said this in the starting of the podcast as well. I think being well informed is very important, and be ready to make sacrifices. Trust me, the pubs are not going anywhere. The concerts are not going anywhere. No, I'm being very brutally honest right now, because when we come from India, we look forward to these things. And we look forward to going to a concert. We look forward to me being I'm the biggest football fan. I love to go to Manchester United Stadium or to Etihad or to Liverpool Stadium, anywhere. That was my dream, to go and watch a match live. Trust me, it's been 10 months and I've not gone yet. It's not something that I can't do. It's just something that I chose not to do. So my advice would be ready to make sacrifices. Don't try to make friends. I had my coach who said, birds of same feather fly together. So you will find your group. You will find your friends. There's no rush. You came for a certain goal. You need to work on that.
Love that.
Everything else is going to fall in place automatically.
Love it.
That's my advice. And
last one is, what is your dream? And after that, we're going to cheers to the wine and wrap up the episode.
Yeah. So I think that my dream, because I don't come from a lot of money, would be to make a good amount of money. Yes, that is one dream. But at the same time, I think that I'm trying to find peace. That's my dream. I'm trying to have a stable life. See, we have all become consumers of a lot of things. Wearing this brand, wearing shoes of particular brands or things like those. I honestly, 50 years from now, I'll be like 70-ish. I want to retire in a village with my acres of land, a good house, buffaloes on the side for milk, cows on the side for milk, and chickens for the roosters to make chicken. Everything, peace. That's what I'm trying to find.
I love it.
You need to find a certain amount of money for that, and that's what I'm here for, to make that money. But the moment I hit that number, trust me, I'm gone.
You're gone.
You won't find me. I'll have solar panels for electricity. I'll have a water harvesting system for my water. Everything is planned. I'm going off the radar.
Love it. And let's cheers to that, please.
Absolutely.
Come on.
Cheers to peace.
Peace. Ooh, love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Interesting episode, and that was a good one to come back with. We're cheersing to peace.
Cheers to peace.
To football.
To football, of course.
To fitness.
To fitness. To
finance. Oh, come on. And to all the international students out there that are just coming in for the first time. It's going to be difficult, yes, but you have to learn to make sacrifices along the way, and that's what sets you apart, and that's what that's the bridge that will get you to where you're going to get to. And thank you so much for watching this episode. I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Bye bye. Say bye to everybody.
Bye. Enjoy.